unexpectedly very gloomy this morning, and it's giving me all the fall vibes. I'm very much a girly who likes sunshine, but some days gloominess is just perfection. So today's video, we're obviously going to be showing you guys my home decor, Harry Potter inspired fall decor. That's a mouthful. But we do have some DIYs to finish and to start. I didn't get to all my DIYs I had planned, and I just didn't get to it. But we have a bunch of other fun DIYs and stuff like that that I've made. And then we're going to be decorating like the dining area very simply. And then we are going to be doing the home tour. So grab a cup of coffee, grab a snack, maybe a healthy snack, or a fun fall treat, some popcorn, some hot cocoa, and let's get on into this fall video. For my first DIY, I was going to make the gillyweed potion from obviously Harry Potter, and so we're going to start and finish that. Honestly, I thought it would be pretty easy. What inspired this was I found like the perfect jar that I washed out and used, so I was like, oh my god, I need to make some type of potion. And at first I was going to choose poly potion, but then I saw gillyweed and I was like, I kind of like this more, so I went on Pinterest and I found some free printables, and they came with so many, so I will be using that. And as you can see, here's the moment Harry, he ate the gillyweed, and then he can now breathe underwater for a certain amount of time. So let's get into it. I obviously have the jar, the labels, and the Mod Podge that I'm going to be using to stick the label onto the jar. And look at how many labels, so good. I will leave the link to these printables down below. I decided to use fresh parsley for like the little greenery in there, and honestly it worked out perfectly. So we just added some water, shoved that fresh parsley in there, and I feel like it looks so good. It worked out perfectly, and this little DIY bring me so much joy for some reason.
What's the matter with it? Oh my god! I've killed Harry Potter! Auditory protection. So can you please put them on right away? Quickly. Flaps tight down and watch me closely. You grasp your mandrake firmly. You pull it sharply out of the pot. Got it? And now you stamp it down into the other pot and pour a little sprinkling of soil to keep him warm. Longbottom's been neglecting his earmuffs.
As you can see, we made our little mandrake. Now, is he perfect? No. But he also is very fragile, but I'm so happy with like how he turned out, because honestly, I had low expectations for myself. Now on to the dining area. Here are some things I'll be using to decorate. So yeah, we're going to be decorating this first wall first. I am honestly really happy with how it came out. But yeah, here's a chair. This is the chair that my mom thrifted, and it fits perfectly. Obviously, we like vintage cozy vibes. So I'm going to add a witch's broom, a little gold frame, these DIY Harry Potter flying keys I made, add a little pumpkin to add that coziness. I didn't really have a vision, but I just wanted it to feel like you were in a Hogwarts classroom. So that's the vibe. Hopefully I give off that vibe. But I feel like everything meshes pretty well with just, I obviously like I said, I like vintage, cozy. I like a lot of woods. And yeah, and I added a lot of pumpkins randomly to still give that fall effect. This was actually a garland, but my son ripped up all the pumpkins, so we shall use it for this. And then we're gonna add our gillyweed, of course, with a little coaster and a pumpkin. Now, to the right of the table, we have this huge mirror. I did decorate those little shelves right across from it, and as you can see, it's like a picture of Ollivander, the guy who makes the wands or sells the wands, and then some candles, and just very Harry Potter-esque in my opinion. And then I added this vase with a bunch of like
flowers, florals that I've had from Hobby Lobby, and I feel like it just looks like I went to the meadow and picked them. And it's also giving very much Hogwarts, Gryffindor vibes, which I'm a Ravenclaw. Like, leave a comment down below on which house you guys are. I feel like Ravenclaw is very much me because I'm like very creative and stuff like that and curious. So yeah, let me know what your house is. But we're giving very much Gryffindor vibes, which I'm not mad about it. It's very classic for Harry Potter. Now to decorate for the mirror, I wanted to add a little spice to it. So I'm going to rip off all these pages. I found this really cool page in this book, and we'll use that for another day later. But we're just going to stick this Happy Halloween sign gave very much Harry Potter font, so that's why I added that. Plus, we want those fall vibes still. And last but not least, for the finishing touch, we will be adding this printable of Dumbledore. He's one of my favorites. And we will be adding this on the wall by the broom. And I love that printable. I think it's so classic, and Dumbledore's iconic. So I also DIY'd this sign. Here's the Pinterest photo, and it says Pottage's Cauldron, self-stirring, pewter, silver, and a couple other words on the bottom that match the Harry Potter aesthetic. And I put it on the corner with the broom, and I put little baby cauldrons next to it. So I did that. Okay guys, now off to the rest of the house. Like I said, there's so many things I wish I could have time to do, but I'm really happy how everything turned out. It's giving very much cozy Hogwarts Gryffindor common room in my opinion, unintentionally. As you can see, I have like the mail coming through or from the chimney, and then I have like the pumpkins. I also have some pumpkins in the little cloche. It's giving very much Hagrid's hut in my opinion. Also, TikTok Shop sent me a book nook and it's Harry Potter inspired and it is so amazing. It did take me a couple of days to finish, but I'm so happy. I finally made a book nook and this is the perfect one. And honestly, you guys, it's a Harry Potter in a little box. It's so amazing. So many things to look at, so intricate and detailed. I love it and it was the perfect addition to this video. I'm obsessed with the mantle and how it came out. Of course, I had my little Harry Potter string lights. You can find that on my TikTok shop as well. And the mantle with the pumpkins and the cauldron and the book nook and the mail, of course. And like I said, it's just everything really vibed together and I'm really happy how everything came out. And I love it. Off to the right of the, where the TV is and everything, I also decorated. Now I have my son's little school area where he does his little, he's only 4, we do little preschool at home. And then I also decorated this top shelf. We have pumpkins, a bird cage. I do have a little owl, I just couldn't find him. I think he's in my Christmas stuff. Foliage, and then those packages I made that very much embody the owl posts. And then of course we have a Harry Potter backgrounds on YouTube. And then we have our little Mandrake herbology section. This is my son's little school area. So we have some of his little artwork that we did together. And then of course we have our Mandrake root because it's this little herbology section. And we have a globe. And then we also have the Harry Potter books that I thrifted, you guys. I thrifted these a long time ago and I literally am just so happy every time I see them. Off to the right, we have this little area. It's probably one of my favorites. For me, this is very much my witch's corner, just like my coffee bar. Professor McGonagall inspired. I feel like she would totally have this like in her office or room or a common room. And I have like a candelabra. My mom, that's my mom, so. And then a witch's broom and some dried like leaves or florals, you would call them. And honestly, it just looks so pretty and witch-like. And to top it off, it's right next to our little forbidden forest, you guys. This was something I didn't even have planned. I did this for my kids to make it fun, and I am so happy how it came out. And that lantern is actually a Harry Potter lantern that someone gifted me, and it's literally perfection. It looks like there's literal fire in there, and this is like the perfect little magic touch to our home. I love it, and I also hung up like these little wanted Bellatrix Lestrange and these little posters from Harry Potter that I printed out. I also did these little DIY ghost portraits. I just added the little ghosties to a thrifted picture and I added those in there. And I just feel like it's the perfect magic to add to our cozy Harry Potter fall inspired home. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, stay cozy.